Once upon a time, high above the clouds, there floated a majestic palace of dazzling beauty, its golden spires piercing the sky and glowing softly in the sunlight. Encircled by vibrant blue clouds, the ethereal structure shimmered with a divine aura as 7 radiant peacocks emerged from its gates, their wings trailing streams of light as they descended toward the misty forest below. The Rainbow Bridge of Love. The peacocks glided gracefully into an enchanted forest where sunlight filtered through a dense canopy of emerald leaves. The forest floor was adorned with wildflowers, and a crystal-clear stream meandered through the greenery. Mist swirled gently in the air, creating an otherworldly scene as the peacocks landed, their feathers catching the golden light with an almost magical shimmer. As the peacocks approached a glistening waterfall, their forms began to shift and change. In a radiant display of light and color, their feathers dissolved, revealing 7 stunning Hmong princesses. Clad in elegant traditional attire, their garments seemed to flow with the spirit of the forest, their beauty as enchanting as the magical scene around them. Among them was Lin, the youngest princess, whose delicate features and quiet grace set her apart. She stood by the stream, her long hair adorned with vibrant flowers. Her traditional attire glowed faintly in the dappled sunlight, while her peacock cloak lay hidden among the rocks, a secret to her celestial origin. Deep in the forest, Chao, a humble woodcutter, wandered in search of firewood. Hearing a gentle melody from the stream, he pushed aside the underbrush and stepped into the clearing. His heart stopped as he beheld Lin, her radiant presence filling the air. Their eyes met, and though she gazed at him with shy curiosity, it was as if their souls had recognized each other. Time passed, and the two fell deeply in love. They built a modest wooden cottage in a quiet forest clearing, surrounded by blooming flowers and the songs of birds. In their serene lives, they found joy in the simplest of moments, their love a radiant light in the heart of the forest. But in the heavenly palace above, the King of Heaven grew wrathful. Seated upon his golden throne, his expression was stern as he listened to his 6 remaining daughters plead for Lin's return. Enraged by her defiance and the thought of her living among mortals, he commanded his soldiers to bring her back to the celestial realm. The day of reckoning arrived. Heavenly soldiers descended on beams of light, surrounding the forest clearing where Lin and Chao lived. Lin was lifted into the sky as she wept, her tearful gaze locked on Chao, who fell to his knees in despair beneath the shadowy canopy. The King of Heaven, Lin's father, appears in Chao's dream, standing tall and majestic in golden robes with a radiant headdress. Surrounded by glowing clouds and shimmering light, he commands Chao to prove his love for Lin by completing 7 tasks. Chao kneels humbly, his traditional Hmong attire blending with the soft celestial glow as he listens with determination. Peacocks perch nearby, their vibrant feathers glistening in the divine light as the dream feels both otherworldly and full of destiny. Desperate to reunite with Lin, Chao embarked on an arduous journey. His first trial led him to a volcanic peak, shrouded in smoke and fire. Dodging fierce fire spirits, he climbed to the summit, where he grasped the eternal flame, its glow illuminating his determined face. Guided by ancient whispers, Chao sought the celestial spiders in a hidden glen. Kneeling before them, he offered golden honey in exchange for their help. In return, they spun a sacred golden thread, its shimmering strands imbued with a magical light that lit his path. His journey next led him to a vast meadow beneath stormy skies. Standing alone, Chao held the bottomless jar high as torrential rain began to fall, the magical vessel filling endlessly. Undeterred by the chaos around him, his resolve never wavered. Deep within a dark and eerie cave, Chao faced his most perilous challenge. The walls shimmered with deceptive illusions, but he followed the soft, ghostly glow of Lin's whisper. At the heart of the cave, he found the radiant starlight gem, its light cutting through the darkness. Exhausted but unwavering, Chao climbed the mountain of shadows, each step draining his strength as the peak seemed to move farther away. With hair turning gray and the glowing talisman in his hand, he pressed on through swirling clouds. At the celestial gate, Chao encountered a ferocious, multi-headed serpent coiled in menacing repose. Drawing his flute, he played a haunting melody, each note carrying the essence of his love for Lin. The serpent, lulled into a magical slumber, receded, allowing him to pass. In the celestial realm, Lin's 6 sisters transformed into a brilliant rainbow bridge. Their radiant forms shimmered in a dazzling array of colors, arcing across the heavens to connect the 2 lovers separated by worlds. Under the vibrant arch of the rainbow bridge, Chao and Lin reunited at last. Tears streamed down their faces as they embraced, their love transcending every trial. Soft rain fell around them, a gentle blessing from the heavens above. Witnessing their profound love, the King of Heaven's heart began to soften. Seated on his throne, he listened as his daughters pleaded for their sister's happiness. Their luminous forms glowed with the colors of unity, and at last, he relented. Below, the villagers gazed in awe as the rainbow stretched across the horizon, its radiant colors illuminating the forest and village. In their eyes, the wonder of the heavens was reflected, as if the story itself had come to life before them. In a meadow filled with blooming flowers, Chao and Lin stood hand in hand. Beneath the vibrant rainbow, their love radiated an eternal joy that seemed to resonate with the very heart of the earth. Years later, as a rainbow arced across the sky, elders gathered the children of the village around them. They told the tale of the Rainbow Bridge, their voices filled with magic and wonder. Beyond the horizon, the enchanted forest glowed softly, as if the legend still lingered in its timeless depths.